You know it's true what they say. Not all heroes wear capes. The champions of history that fought to overcome oppression and inspire future generations may not dress like Batman, but they exist. That's what one man continues to remind the world of with his fun and innovative artwork. David Heredia gifted us with awesome pieces of media like Heroes of Color, a web series with episodes about teaching kids about the Harlem Hellfighters and Dr. Antonia Pantoja, the first Puerto Rican woman to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Heredia also wrote and illustrated a book for a younger audience entitled Little Heroes of Color that creates opportunities to celebrate our courage, perseverance, and the history that can often be cast aside or overshadowed. I am so excited to have award-winning animator David Heredia on Amplified right now because he is the man behind Heroes of Color, and I just love to get to talk to artists who, I'm going to overuse this word right now, who tell woke stories for young people. Welcome, David, to Amplified. Glad to have you here. Tell us about Heroes of Color web series, and I want to know if we can expect to see some new episodes anytime soon.
Oh, absolutely. You can definitely expect some new episodes coming on. I'm actually working on my first feature film, and it is, I don't want to give the title away, but it suffice it to say it's going to be a very, very interesting project. Very excited to be here, and any opportunity that I get to, really promote this type of work is for me just it's a gift because as you mentioned in your opening, the children really are craving this type of content. And this all really came about because I started to realize that my young children weren't getting this education. And they started asking me these questions. And I started looking at, a lot closer to their curriculum and seeing the gap. So this was a great opportunity for me to sort of fill that gap. And really the main push behind this was an unfortunate situation that happened with my daughter when she was in kindergarten. Okay, she's 5 years old. And another young boy told her that she wasn't pretty because her skin was brown and he doesn't like brown skinned people. Kindergarten. So,
Oh.
it crushed me. For anybody who has children knows that this is one of the difficult topics to have to, talk about with your child so young. I mean, I knew I was going to have this talk eventually, but I just wasn't expecting it so soon. So I had to find a way to, build her confidence and let her know that she's beautiful just the way she is, and that there are millions of folks who look just like her who have accomplished monumental things. Problem is the school doesn't talk about them. They pick their favorites. So I started doing a little bit of research, and my son in the process was also asking me, hey, are there any Black superheroes? And I'm like, there's dozens of them. And I Googled and I only found a few. But what Google did was they actually started sending real people, real African Americans and Latinos who have done these incredible things. And that's where the title came from, Heroes of Color, because I started to see myself like, oh my God, the Harlem Hellfighters. I love history. And all of my years of schooling, I never heard of the Harlem Hellfighters. So this was an educational moment for me as well. And a real pivotal point in my career because I've always been about promoting multiculturalism in my artwork, but this was an opportunity to really, really inspire children that I don't think my work has ever been able to do up until this point. And it just changed the trajectory of why I feel I'm doing what I'm doing. I'll just say one last thing. I've always said that art is my passion. And, I do this work because I love art, right? That's what I always used to say. But it turns out art is not my purpose. Art is my passion that led me to my purpose, which is to educate. And I'm just blessed that I'm able to use my artwork as a tool to help educate people and help wake people up, because it's not just for kids. There are adults who don't realize the value of learning about other people's cultures. and listening and acknowledging what's another perspective. And that's how we grow as people, as a civilization, is understanding how other people handle their obstacles, and how we can combine all of that to elevate ourselves. So, yeah, this is bigger than just making cartoons.
I love it. I love it so much. And I got to tell you, I have a 5, soon to be 6-year-old in a few days who had the same exact experience when she was in pre-K with a kid telling her that they didn't like brown skin. And it is hard as a parent to not like roll up on those parents like, who your mama, right? Like, where are you getting this from? Because you're getting this from somewhere if you're like 4 or 5. But you're also getting it from the images that are reflected back to you that you see on television and the things that you're watching on Netflix and on Hulu and on Disney and in other places. And so I think it's just so awesome that you are creating alternative imagery that gives young people pride. And so, before I have to go, I also want to talk about the fact, that your pandemic story is also interesting because you took lemons and made lemonade with your web series that you created on how to survive in your industry as an animator and as a freelancer. What are some topics that came up in the workshop, and how did that project force you out of your comfort zone?
I'm glad you brought that up because two things that I'm very passionate about. Number one is promoting diversity through art. Number two is helping creative people sustain themselves, sustain use their creativity to sustain themselves. Because as an art student, we're not taught the business side of it. We just aren't. You graduate and you're taught how to work for somebody else, not for yourself. So, anytime a pandemic or like a crisis, or where there's a lot of people are out of work and you're trying to find like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my bills? As an artist, sometimes the most creative moments of your life is when your back is against the wall, and that's where all this creativity comes from. So I've always strived to help other artists learn how to survive, just in general, not even pandemic, just in general. So I've always had workshops that I taught, but this came out of, again, real life situation. I was booked to do, I had a book launch for this book, another book that I just released, and I had like 10 speaking engagements. Everything got canceled. I lost thousands of dollars, and I had to figure it out. Like, how am I going to do this? So I just listened to what are some of the things that schools are struggling with right now. Well, enrollment is one of them. Unfortunately, after the George Floyd murder happened, everybody was now in a space where, oh my God, now we have to talk about this stuff. So I started creating workshops on how to use your creativity. The workshop was called I'm blanking. How to use your creative space to talk about race. And that was the start of it, because now colleges from elementary school up to college wanted to talk to me about, how can we implement this? How can I get my students to use their artwork to tell their stories? Because one of the biggest fears
That's awesome.
I'm going to speak for myself is, if you're in a workplace or you're trying to get a job, but your portfolio piece is a gorgeous animation about police brutality, or one of the major issues that are going on in our community, they are afraid to create that piece because now they feel like they're going to be singled out, and to me, I just look at it as, look, us creative people, media people, photography, we have a power that we are not fully tapping into. You have the ability to evoke emotions from people, tell stories that make them happy, make them cry, make them think. Why not utilize that? So I like to try to tap into that and help people, fully understand what their superpowers really are.
David,
Hopefully that
is
answers you.
amazing. Yeah, that's so awesome. David Heredia, thank you so much for coming on Amplified and sharing with us. We appreciate you.